Hello, everybody. I say everybody, it's just me here. How you all doing? It's been a while since I spoke straight down the barrel of a phone to myself in this green room. Hi Nazra, how you doing? Oh, Stacey, Libby, Evan. How's everyone doing? Hey Janet, how you doing? How's everyone doing this evening? I hope you're all right. We're here to celebrate the fact that I'm back on Instagram Live, where I belong. No, I don't belong here. It's awful for whenever I try and talk to you guys. Hello, someone in Germany. How's it going? Basically, we announced our 4th album. It's called Give Me the Future. And we're really excited for it to come out in the very beginning of February, so that's not that far away. Thank you everybody for sending me questions. I'm going to try and answer a few of them. And yeah, thanks so much. So it's been busy. We're doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes that hopefully you guys will get to see really soon. A lot of quite mad, interesting stuff that just involves quite a lot of work, but hopefully, you know, in the next few days, you'll get to see some stuff that we've been doing. This live stream, I'm really excited for you to see it tomorrow. We might have some live dates to announce, perhaps. I just co-directed the music video for No Bad Days. And thank you very much to everyone who's watched it, who's commented on it, who's spread it around. Yeah, we announced an album, which is pretty insane. Give Me the Future, it's our 4th album. Thank you so much to everybody that's got excited about it, that's pre-ordered it. Yeah, I can't tell you how much it means for anybody and everybody that's like pre-saved it or pre-ordered that stuff. Like is incredible and makes such a huge difference. So yeah, thank you so much for making noise about the album. I'm going to answer some questions and then I'm going to pull in a mystery special guest who will make this way more interesting than I could possibly do. So, right. Talia asked, in the No Bad Days music video, the girl in the very end wakes up. Isn't that a bit optimistic? And was it on purpose? And what does it mean? So I completely get why you're asking if it's optimistic, because as you'll know, if you've listened to any of the Bastille music, we're horribly depressing all the time. And often there's loads of pessimism in our music, but hopefully there's some optimism too. We talked a lot when we were making the video about whether or not we should have that moment in the end, and debated whether or not it should end with this kind of tragic, slightly bleak conclusion, or if it would just be a much nicer, more optimistic, open-ended thread to allow her to wake up and have this almost like Romeo and Juliet-esque missed moment there with my character having left. So yeah, I guess with most things we wanted to leave it open for interpretation, but yeah, I guess it's up to you to decide what you think it means, Talia. But yeah, I guess it is uncharacteristically optimistic for us, isn't it? I think if you're dealing in dystopias and in kind of really dark, futuristic narratives, you want to leave a bit of humanity and hope in there, I think. Question number 2, which I'm reading from Laura Lee 13. Laura Lee 13 asked, is Kyle as lovely as he seems? And I don't know, maybe we should ask him ourselves. Where is he? Here, welcome to some really clunky... Oh, well, there's loads of questions in here. Whoa, thanks for all these questions, guys. I'm just going to see if I can find Kyle, but I can't find him. There you go. Let's see if this works. Come draw in. Have we got a special guest or not? Oh, looks like we might do. Hello.
Hello there, guys. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. It looks like you're live from a studio somewhere.
Live from here to Tuesday night. I'm actually just, it's a little bit of trivia for you guys. I'm just meeting a friend for dinner, and Kate is the person who introduced me and Dan in the very beginning, and we are having a nice dinner tonight.
Whoa.
And that's a nice little bit of trivia there, just to, you know,
That
loop it all
so
back
meta.
in. It's very
Where are you and
exciting.
Kate going for dinner?
We're just out in Brixton, guys. We're just out in Brixton. It's been a while since I've been down here. Dan, I'm so excited to release some music and play live shows and do all kinds of streaming things that we haven't been doing for ages.
I know. It's weird, isn't it? Obviously, we've been really busy working on all this stuff, but to anybody that might care out there in the internet ether, there's like, what have these guys been up to?
I know.
Why are they being so lazy?
Well, clearly, like making the music wasn't enough for you because you decided to have to co-direct a video as well. Your plate is always extremely full with a variety of different things, and it was a very, very nice video, Dan. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, man. Thanks very much. That is a lovely review. Yeah, it turns out directing music videos is really stressful.
we knew this, Dan. Dan,
yeah.
How many videos have you been on the other side of that camera? And you were on this one as well. You were doing both. So, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm happy with how it turned out in the end.
Me too.
So thank you, mate. So what I was doing when I was dragging you in here was Laura Lee 13 was asking, is Kyle as lovely as he seems? And I thought it's probably best and fairest to get you to answer that question yourself, man.
Yeah, because we all love a little bit of navel gazing every now and again.
Dude, we're in a band. Of course we love navel gazing.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just came on and talked about how lovely you were for doing that video. So I guess it's safe to say that I'm actually probably quite a nice guy. Do you know what I was thinking the other day is how fun it would be to go back on tour again, potentially around the UK at some point soon. And wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, wouldn't it be good to sort of do a YouTube live stream thing, just to dust off the cobwebs and practice some new songs, and then announce the tour?
Hey, Dan.
The first chunk of a tour. Imagine that.
Well, you know what? That works for me and my schedule right now. I could definitely do a nice live stream tomorrow that everyone should tune in for, and then look at the dates. Maybe some dates might be announced, and then you can look at those dates, and then also maybe pre-save an album. It's all about music, guys. Get it in you.
It is, yeah. Do you have a favorite song from the album? Bearing in mind all the titles and stuff are out there now.
Yes, because I've been asked this in interviews and I haven't been able to say it. Shut Off the Lights. It's my favourite. It's really nice, and I've been practicing it because we have to play it tomorrow. It's really nice, and that's the one that we were doing some filming in the studio, and we had all of our crew in there because we were doing some sessions, and we got everyone, all band and all crew, everyone that we knew who was in the studio to do the backing vocals for it. And whenever I listen to it, I just remember that moment when we were all stood around like a few mics in the live room at One Eye Jacks, and it makes me feel nice and happy inside. Yes,
yeah, no, me too. It's so nice to know that everyone's on that, particularly after a year of not having seen anyone at all, and so many people not being able to make music, in our crew, to get together and to all be singing that chorus as well. I can't wait for people to hear it.
I know. It's really great.
So many tunes on this album that I'm really excited for people to hear. And it's that feeling of having been sat on it for a bit now.
We've had it in the back pocket now for a good while, and I'm excited to get it out, and just excited to hear people's opinion. Just excited to hear how people feel about it, because I feel like it's really different from all of our other albums. And I think that particularly, it was mentioned in the No Bad Days video at the end when the lady wakes up and it's like, oh, Bastille do optimism. Like 1% of the video is optimistic, and it's like, and I think this album leans into that more than before, and because it's not hard, because all of them were completely negative before and pessimistic. But I'm excited to kind of broach this new era of Bastille.
I think coming out of an album called Doom Days that's about an apocalypse, and then an actual apocalyptic pandemic, I think we were all ready to just make some music that is hopefully kind of just as like nuanced and complicated in ways, but has a real sense of optimism. And we live in such a weird time where the future seems so uncertain, and and that's really scary. But there's also people within that doing amazing things and trying to save the day. And there's really good bits within daily life as well. So I guess just trying to make something like fun and optimistic and different. And yeah. that's my sales pitch.
Absolutely. That's your elevator pitch, and it's worked on me. And there are also some amazing people on the album who aren't in Bastille, and that's also very exciting for me as well.
Yeah. How amazing is Riz Ahmed's track?
It's like probably one of the best after Shot for Lights. So how on earth was he allowed to come be on the album? What a joke! I know. And an honour. Wow.
I saw quite a lot of people were potentially a bit upset and disappointed that the era of alliteration is over. I just saw a bunch of people there saying that. And I think we were always quite honest about the fact that the first 3 albums were going to be a trilogy. And that had to come to an end at some point. Because I guess, we could have done Fake Future, Fear of the Future. There's, those are terrible examples, but there's like Future Fears. That could have been one of them. But I think we wanted to do something more like where the title was more of a statement and it felt kind of more optimistic and excited and exciting. And yeah, I think it's about science fiction. Like, we're living in a time where we've gone beyond most of what was achieved in science fiction films. Some of the maddest sci-fi technology of old films, we're like living in and living through and living beyond. So it's all about the weird complexities of what is the future? Are we in it now? We probably are.
Maybe we are. But yeah,
can I put some more questions for you?
Yeah, chuck some more questions out. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Millie Drayson wanted to know, which of your previous albums is Give Me the Future most similar to?
Oh, wow. I wouldn't even know how to approach that, like positivity-wise or like sonically. I have no idea.
I wonder if it's like Bad Blood levels of variety, maybe.
Okay, yeah. And I think, a bit more. It's a bit more. I don't know. It's a little bit more bandy. Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. I think this one's
it's hard.
Yeah. What Dan Simmons Boxers, that's a nice name, wanted to know, why did you decide to name the album Give Me the Future, which I think we kind of just covered.
Yeah, we covered
that was just easy for me to read out that really great username. There's a question here. Were you more nervous about your first album or the first ever music video you directed? I would say, I think when you're making your first album, it's such a long process. You're kind of accumulating these songs over the years, and it takes such a big effort and a huge, there's such a meandering road to get it out that actually it's less about nerves there. This is really fresh in my mind, having made this video, and I was terrified that it would be terrible. So yeah. I guess for me, probably that. I wonder for you, Kyle, and the guys, how worried were you that I was going to monumentally fuck it up?
So, because I was with you quite a bit, like in the days leading up to it, just because we were working and doing bits and bobs here, and you seemed okay, like as in you weren't like physically stressed out. But I know how little you'd had planned, literally 2 days before you were meant to shoot. And that terrified the life out of me. You're like, I haven't got a location or any actors or any equipment or lights. And it was like, you're shooting in 2 days. You were like, yeah, I don't know how. Yeah. I don't know how.
No, that was terrifying. But apparently that's just part of the process, which was mad. So Vanessa,
how can you do?
I know. And so James, the guy that I co-directed with, and Vanessa, they both were like, dude, just trust in the process. It'll be fine. And I was like, we're shooting in like 5 days and it's not even, we don't have anything. I can't trust in the process. I can trust in my insomnia right now and nothing else. So that was kind of stressful, but yeah.
Yeah, tough.
Someone asked here, what's the inspiration behind the album art? Said Molten Guy. And I guess we just wanted to make something that felt graphic and
sort of like
retro futuristic.
Like it's sort of transporting. It's like a launch. I don't know. It kind of draws you in. It's like a traveling thing. I feel like.
Yeah, like the Travelator.
The Travelator, precisely that.
I think with the artwork, a bit like with, you know, the other albums have all been photographic. They've all been alliterative 2-word things. And this one we were like, let's just change it all up.
Change it all up.
So change the process, change the album cover style. You know, we were really wedded, obviously, to the film poster, you know, typeface and the layout in that respect, and the graphic design, and that's kind of gone. I saw somebody on here offering to help us with the graphic design of our tour.
Oh, really?
And yeah, whoever that is, you're very, very welcome to. We'd love that.
Message again, and we'll try and get your name or something weird. I don't know. We'll find it.
Yeah. Lots of people asking about. Yeah, sorry, I saw someone here say change can be good. That was our thinking. We're like, we're so set in our process. It would be.
It was
great
time.
A bit. It was time. Will you be directing more music videos? Says Cats Rolly. Yeah, if we're allowed to, if I'm allowed to, if people thought it was good enough.
Dan doesn't like sleep, apparently, so he's just going to decide to direct more.
I just love stress and insomnia. And then Millie Drayson also asked. Oh no, wait, I've already asked that one. Oh yeah, Bunny Titan asks how much of the new album is based on Black Mirror. Pretty much all of it.
You could, yeah, the entire thing, I'd say.
Yeah, it's like one slightly optimistic Bastille filtered Black Mirror episode.
But only because, only because the world is Black Mirror now. Like it's, you know, it's kind of unfortunately, you know, it looks like that's the way it's going. And so no, and just in kind of classic Bastille style, we just want to comment on it all. We want to talk about it.
We want to talk about it. We want to dwell on big, depressing, futuristic topics whilst also trying to have some humanity. But basically, and I think I should probably wrap this up now because we've been chatting for ages. But yeah, I think we're just really excited for people to hear the album. If it was up to us, it would be out already. And we just are so keen for those songs to be out there because I guess coming out the other side of the last 2 years, this album was meant to be like a, you know, a big release of tension and everything. So yeah, so feel free to pre-order it, feel free to pre-save it, all that stuff. We're so bad at asking people to do stuff like that because I always feel really gross and salesy, but it all makes a massive difference to us and to everything leading into the album. So yeah,
and the music's good. The music's good. So you know, and
then we're going to announce some dates pretty soon, and this will be the first batch of a few batches. But really excited to be back out on a tour bus with you, Kyle, and the other guys, Will and Willie and Kyle, and
playing live music at people.
Playing live music at people. I mean,
oh, wow.
That'll be mad. So yeah, make sure you come along to the shows. They'll be wicked. They'll be really fun. All right, Kyle.
It's been a pleasure,
my friend. It's been such a pleasure. Have a lovely dinner with Kate. Say hi from me.
I will do.
Ask her if she's recovered from Paris yet. I hope she has.
I will. Sounds very sexy, and I will.
Bye,
lots of love. Have a good night.
Speak to you soon. Bye. Bye. Right. So it's now just me. I was just going to check if there are any good questions here, and then I'll do a few rapid fire, and then I'll leave you guys alone. What's your favourite song from the album? My favourite song from the album is, it's really hard to choose. No Bad Days means a lot to me, kind of, you know, because of where it came from, and I just love it. But there's Plug In is kind of the doom days of this album, where it's a bit of a stream of consciousness, and a bit of a ramble about thoughts on the world and the future, and so I do love that because it's just quite fun to sing a song that's really honest. And what else? Yeah, Shut Off the Lights. I love Future Holds. I really love singing as well. So yeah, like, I'm just excited for you to hear the whole thing. The album's kind of made to be heard as a whole. Oh, Back to the Future. Back to the Future. That has got to be one of my favourites. I really wanted to release it as a single. I think it will be really fun to dance to. I imagine that song in the summer. If I was ever going to learn some dance moves, it would be for that song. So there's a challenge right there. Am I going to drop all 50 verses from Plug In? Probably not, but it was very hard to pick. Someone here, what are you guys asking? That's really cool, Cedric, that you've been writing about lucid dreaming. Minority Report or The Cell, such great sci-fi references. I would love to direct the new video. Yes, I would. I really want you guys to know these songs. Seriously, it's so painful. I obviously don't want the album to leak, because then that would completely fuck us over in so many ways, and all the hard work that everybody's put in. But I just really want you guys to be hearing these songs. But trust me, between now and the album coming out, we have a bunch of interesting, fun projects planned that will hopefully keep you entertained. You know how it is. Right. A couple more questions, then I will leave you alone. I'll be excited to play at Rock in Rio. I am so excited to head. I'm so excited for us to head back to Brazil. It's gonna be best. Do you usually come up with the lyrics or the melody first? Good question. Stuff just pops into my head. I just often just get ideas and start humming it into my phone. Sometimes it comes with the lyrics, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I'll have something I really want to write about in mind, and then sort of work that into a song. I also go through weird phases. Sometimes I can't stop writing, and then other times I really need to. Yes, it's a bit of a struggle. I love the idea of Kyle, being on that rooftop, just shouting into his phone. You like Kiara Bowles says she likes our acoustic sessions. Are we planning a live acoustic session one day? Maybe we are, and maybe way sooner than you think. What else have we got here? Does Kyle have electricity? When are you going on tour? Keep an eye on things. It's sooner than you think. Why do your music vibe changed? I don't understand that question, sorry. Why didn't Kyle audition to play the humanoid in the video? Says Farah. That's a really good question. He would have made a very great looking spandex wearing humanoid. But Amber, who played the character in the No Bad Days video, was so amazing, and she was such a good sport, having to spend the entire day in that suit. It was pretty cold in there as well, and she was, all this makeup, all these sort of props wrapped in these wires. She was amazing. Right, let's find a good question to finish on. Which films inspired your new album? Says Melissa. So many films, so many sci-fis. Back to the Future, obviously the ones that are in the titles, but Minority Report, Back to the Future, The Matrix, Metropolis. What else? There are so many. 1984, the book and the film. Yeah, there are just loads. Like science fiction as a genre. The idea of coming up with something for a film that then inventors and scientists, knowingly or unknowingly, then kind of co-opt and make a reality that then becomes a part of our lives, for me is mad, and it's so surreal when that happens. All right. Rick wants to know if we're planning on coming to the Netherlands. Yes, we definitely 100% are. All right, guys, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to leave you alone. Bit of respect to Thelma and Louise, please, says Janessa. I love that song. And yeah, making the video with Balash and his whole team was such an amazing experience. Would you ever have fans in a music video? Yeah, for sure. It would have to be the right video, but we'll figure it out. Joey says, please take care. I will do my best to take care. You also take care. Anyway, guys, girls, everyone and anyone, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I'm doing all right. I hope you are too. I'm now rambling and I need to leave. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. Thanks to Kyle for joining me. I don't know why I'm doing this like an acceptance speech with a lot of thank yous. But cheers to everyone who's pre-ordered the album. Cheers to everyone who's listened to the songs or streamed them or shared them or whatever. Seriously, it means a fucking shitload to us. And shout out if you want to hear them anywhere. Go for it. Everything helps. So thank you. And yeah, I can't wait for you to hear the album. I really can't. And yeah, cheers for your support with the No Bad Days video. I will hope to make some soon. And tomorrow, YouTube, keep an eye out for this live stream that we've done. It's really fun and creative. We've got to work with Edie, this amazing director, and her whole team who did such a great job. So I hope you like it tomorrow. We'll see you there. Lots of love. Take care. Thank you and goodbye.